Are you constantly feeling overwhelmed by life's demands? Do you find yourself caught in a cycle of stress and frustration, unable to break free? You're not alone. Many of us struggle to find order and meaning in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. But what if there was a way to reclaim control, to cultivate inner peace, and to build a life aligned with your deepest values? Stoicism offers a powerful framework for navigating life's complexities, empowering you to confront challenges with resilience and clarity. This ancient philosophy isn't about escaping reality. It's about understanding how to respond effectively to. Imagine a life where you're less reactive, more focused, and ultimately more content. This isn't about wishful thinking. It's about practical strategies you can implement. This isn't about abstract concepts. It's about tangible results. You'll discover how to distinguish between what you can control and what you can't, a crucial distinction that frees you from needless anxiety. You'll learn to identify and manage your emotional responses, transforming reactive patterns into thoughtful action. You'll also gain a profound understanding of virtue, not as an unattainable ideal, but as a practical guide for living a more meaningful and fulfilling life. This isn't just another self-help approach. It's a structured methodology rooted in centuries of work. This exploration will reveal the core principles of Stoicism and show you how to apply them to your daily life, leading to tangible improvements in your well-being and overall sense of purpose. You'll discover practical techniques to manage stress, build resilience, and foster a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. Prepare to embark on a journey of self-discovery. This isn't about a quick fix. It's about building lasting habits and cultivating a profound understanding of yourself and your place in the world. You'll gain a toolkit for navigating life's inevitable challenges with grace, wisdom, and inner strength. In today's fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with demands and distractions. From social media notifications to overflowing to-do lists, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and disconnected from our true self. This relentless pressure often leads to stress, anxiety, and a sense of being adrift, unable to find our footing. We chase fleeting pleasures, seeking temporary relief from the underlying unease, only to find ourselves feeling empty and unfulfilled. This pervasive feeling of disarray is a common experience, affecting individuals across all walks of life. Whether you're a student juggling academics and extracurriculars, a professional navigating a demanding career, or a parent managing household responsibilities, the struggle to find order and meaning in daily life is deeply relatable. We're often caught in a reactive cycle, responding to external pressures rather than proactively shaping our own experience. But before starting, I saw that you are not yet subscribed to the channel, so I ask you to subscribe. It's free, and you will still be notified whenever new videos come out here on the channel. But before I saw that you are not yet subscribed to the channel, so I ask you to subscribe. It's free, and you will still be notified whenever new videos come out here on the channel. This constant state of flux can take a significant toll on our well-being. Chronic stress can lead to physical and mental health issues, impacting our relationships and overall quality of life. We need a framework, a guiding principle, to help us navigate these challenges and create a more intentional, fulfilling existence. Enter Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers profound insights into living a more meaningful and ordered life. Stoicism isn't about escaping reality. It's about developing the mental fortitude to face life's inevitable challenges with resilience and clarity. At its core, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, judgments, and actions, rather than getting caught up in the anxieties of the uncontrollable external world. This understanding of control is crucial. By separating what we can influence from what we can't, we free ourselves from needless suffering and cultivate a more peaceful and productive mind. Understanding this foundational principle is the first step toward putting your life in order, allowing you to channel your energy into what truly matters. This is a journey of self-discovery and intentional. Ready to take control of your life? Subscribe now and join the conversation. Your feedback and comments are crucial to our continued exploration of Stoicism. Let's build a community dedicated to living more meaningful lives together. A core goal of putting your life in order through Stoicism is to cultivate inner peace and resilience. This isn't about eliminating all challenges, but about responding to them with clarity and purpose. A crucial first step is understanding the dichotomy of control. We can control our reactions, our choices, and our internal state. We cannot control external events, other people's actions, or unforeseen circumstances. Consider a common scenario. A project at work is delayed due to unforeseen circumstances. Instead of succumbing to frustration and anxiety, a Stoic approach focuses on what you can control. You can manage your reaction to the news, focus on your work ethic, and complete your tasks efficiently. You can't control the delay, but you can control your response. This principle extends to relationships. Someone close to you might say something hurtful. A Stoic approach encourages you to examine your reaction. Can you control your response? Can you choose to react with understanding and compassion rather than anger or resentment? You can't control their words, but you can control your internal dialogue and response. Another key aspect is the practice of virtue. Stoicism emphasizes wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance as guiding principles. Wisdom involves using reason to understand the world and your place with. Justice emphasizes fairness and ethical behavior. Courage is about facing challenges with resilience. Temperance is about self-control and moderation. These virtues are not abstract ideals. They are practical tools for navigating daily life. How can you apply these principles? Start by identifying your values. What truly matters to you? Use these values as a compass for decision-making. Next, practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment without judgment. This helps you avoid getting caught up in anxieties about the future or regrets about the past. By focusing on the present, you create space for a more intentional response to life's challenges. The turning point often comes when we realize that our current approach to life isn't working. Perhaps you've experienced a significant setback, a job loss, a relationship breakdown, or a health crisis. Suddenly, the familiar routines and comfort zones that once felt secure now feel inadequate, even suffocating. This is the moment when the pressure to change intensifies, when the urgency to find a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life becomes undeniable. Consider the example of Sarah, a successful lawyer who found herself overwhelmed by the relentless demands of her career. She worked long hours, sacrificing personal time and neglecting her well-being. The constant pressure took a toll on her mental health, leading to burnout and a sense of emptiness. This realization marked a turning point. She recognized that her current trajectory wasn't sustainable and that a fundamental shift was needed. This feeling of being overwhelmed, of not being in control, is a common experience. We often find ourselves caught in cycles of worry, frustration, and regret. We're constantly reacting to external pressures, rather than proactively shaping our own experiences. This reactive mode can lead to feelings of powerlessness and a sense of being adrift in a sea of chaos. The conflict arises from the disconnect between our desired state, a life filled with purpose, peace, and fulfillment, and our current reality. We recognize the need for change, but we're unsure of where to begin. The familiar patterns of behavior, the comfort of the known, often hold us. Fear of the unknown, a lack of clarity, and the sheer complexity of life can make the path forward seem daunting. But understanding Stoicism offers a pathway to navigate this conflict. It provides a framework for recognizing what we can control and what we can't, empowering us to respond to challenges with resilience and clarity. By focusing on virtue, reason, and acceptance, we can transform this turning point into an opportunity for growth and lasting change. The journey toward a more ordered and fulfilling life begins with acknowledging the need for change and embracing the tools to make it happen. A foundational concept in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This principle highlights the crucial distinction between what we can influence and what we can. We can control our thoughts, our judgments, our actions, and our internal responses. However, we cannot control external events, other people's choices, or the unpredictable nature of life. Imagine a traffic jam. You're stuck in a frustrating standstill, feeling your temper rising. A Stoic approach encourages you to recognize the difference between what you can and cannot control. You can't control the other drivers or the cause of the delay, but you can control your reaction. You can choose to focus on deep breathing exercises, listen to calming music, or engage in a mental exercise to redirect your attention. Another key element is the concept of virtue. Stoicism emphasizes wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance as guiding principles. Wisdom involves using reason to understand the world and your place within it. Justice emphasizes fairness and ethical behavior. Courage is about facing challenges with resilience. These virtues are not abstract ideals. They are practical tools for navigating daily life. How can you apply these principles? Start by identifying your values. What truly matters to you? Use these values as a compass for decision-making. Next, practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present moment without judgment. This helps you avoid getting caught up in anxieties about the future or regrets about the past. By focusing on the present, you create space for a more intentional response to life's challenges. The turning point often comes when we realize that our current approach to life isn't working. Perhaps you've experienced a significant setback, a job loss, a relationship breakdown, or a health crisis. Suddenly, the familiar routines and comfort zones that once felt secure now feel inadequate, even suffocating. This is the moment when the pressure to change intensifies, when the urgency to find a more sustainable and fulfilling way of life becomes undeniable. Consider the example of Sarah, a successful lawyer who found herself overwhelmed by the relentless demands of her career. She worked long hours, sacrificing personal time and neglecting her well-being. The constant pressure took a toll on her mental health, leading to burnout and a sense of emptiness. This realization marked a turning point. She recognized that her current trajectory wasn't sustainable and that a fundamental shift was needed. This feeling of being overwhelmed, of not being in control, is a common experience. We often find ourselves caught in cycles of worry, frustration, and regret. We're constantly reacting to external pressures rather than proactively shaping our own experiences. This reactive mode can lead to feelings of powerlessness and a sense of being adrift in a sea of chaos. The conflict arises from the disconnect between our desired state, a life filled with purpose, peace, and fulfillment, and our current reality. We recognize the need for change, but we're unsure of where to begin. The familiar patterns of behavior, the comfort of the known, often hold us back. Fear of the unknown, a lack of clarity, and the sheer complexity of life can make the path forward seem daunting. But understanding Stoicism offers a pathway to navigate this conflict. It provides a framework for recognizing what we can control and what we can't, empowering us to respond to challenges with resilience and clarity. By focusing on virtue, reason, and acceptance, we can transform this turning point into an opportunity for growth and lasting change. The journey toward a more ordered and fulfilling life begins with acknowledging the need for change and embracing the tools to make it happen. A foundational concept in Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. This principle highlights the crucial distinction between what we can influence and what we cannot. We can control our thoughts, our judgments, our actions, and our internal responses. However, we cannot control external events, other people's choices, or the unpredictable nature of life. Imagine a traffic jam. You're stuck in a frustrating standstill, feeling your temper rising. A Stoic approach encourages you to recognize the difference between what you can and cannot control. You can't control the other drivers or the cause of the delay, but you can control your reaction. You can choose to focus on deep breathing exercises, listen to calming music, or engage in a mental exercise to redirect your attention. Another key element is the concept of virtue. Stoicism emphasizes wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance as guiding principles. Wisdom involves using reason to understand the world and your place within it. Justice emphasizes fairness and ethical behavior. Courage is about facing challenges with resilience. Temperance promotes self-control and moderation. Consider a situation where a colleague makes a mistake at work. A reactive approach might involve anger or judgment. A Stoic approach, however, encourages you to apply wisdom and justice. You can analyze the situation objectively, determine the root cause of the error, and offer constructive feedback. You can apply courage by acknowledging the mistake without resorting to personal attacks. Further, Stoicism emphasizes living in accordance with nature. This means accepting the natural order of things, including the inevitability of change and loss. It's not about avoiding difficulties, but about responding to them with resilience and a clear understanding of your place in the grand scheme of things. This understanding can be applied to various aspects of life, from managing stress to fostering healthier relationships. By focusing on what you can control, you free yourself from the anxieties of the uncontrollable. This focus on internal resources empowers you to navigate life's inevitable challenges with greater composure and purpose. Finally, acceptance plays a vital role. Accepting what is beyond your control frees up mental energy to focus on what you can influence. This acceptance doesn't mean passive resignation, it means active engagement with what you can control. It's a crucial step toward cultivating inner peace and resilience. A common challenge in applying Stoic principles is the tendency to get caught up in external events. To counteract this, practice regularly identifying what's within your control and what's not. For example, if a colleague criticizes your work, instead of immediately reacting defensively, pause and analyze the situation. Is their criticism constructive? Are there areas where you could improve? Focus on your response. Choose to respond with calm consideration, rather than anger or defensiveness. Another obstacle is the overwhelming feeling of responsibility for others' actions. A Stoic approach emphasizes taking responsibility for your own reactions and choices, not for those of others. If a friend makes a poor decision, you can't control their actions. However, you can control your response. Instead of dwelling on their choices, focus on your own actions and the support you can offer. Implementing Stoic principles requires consistent effort. Set realistic goals. Don't try to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small, focusing on 1 or 2 areas where you feel you can apply these principles. For example, try practicing mindfulness for 5 minutes each day, or focus on expressing gratitude for 3 things each evening. Consistency is key. A practical exercise is journaling. Reflect on situations where you reacted emotionally. Analyze what triggered your reaction and how you could have responded more effectively. Identify patterns in your emotional responses. This introspection helps you become more aware of your emotional triggers and develop strategies for managing them. A common pitfall is perfectionism. Stoicism isn't about eliminating all negative emotions. It's about responding to them with greater clarity and resilience. Recognize that setbacks and imperfections are inevitable. Embrace them as opportunities for learning and growth. Don't strive for flawlessness. Strive for consistent effort and mindful action. Visualize situations where you might encounter difficulties. Anticipate potential challenges and formulate responses based on Stoic principles. This mental preparation equips you to react with greater composure and effectiveness when faced with adversity. Remember, the journey towards a more ordered life is a continuous process. Embrace the challenges, learn from setbacks, and celebrate small victories. Consistency and self-reflection are essential for cultivating lasting change. A crucial advanced strategy in Stoicism is the concept of focusing on what you can control. This isn't about ignoring problems, but about channeling your energy effectively. Consider a situation where a loved one makes a decision you disagree with. Instead of dwelling on their choice, focus on your own response. Can you offer support and understanding, even if you don't agree? Can you express your perspective calmly and respectfully? Another advanced insight is the importance of practicing acceptance. This isn't about passive resignation. It's about acknowledging the reality of the situation and accepting what you cannot change. A significant life event, like a job loss, can trigger a cascade of emotions. A Stoic approach encourages acceptance of the loss, recognizing it as a part of life's natural flow. This acceptance doesn't diminish the pain, but it allows you to channel your energy into finding solutions and moving forward. Consider the case of Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who famously practiced Stoicism. He understood the impermanence of life and the inevitability of loss. He focused on virtue, reason, and duty, even during times of immense political pressure and personal grief. His writings offer a profound example of how Stoic principles can be applied in the face of adversity. A key insight is the power of perspective. Stoicism encourages reframing challenges to see them from a different angle. If you face a difficult deadline at work, instead of focusing on the stress, consider the potential benefits of completing the task. This shift in perspective can transform a daunting challenge into a manageable opportunity. Moreover, practicing gratitude can significantly enhance your well-being. Take time each day to acknowledge the good things in your life, no matter how small. This practice helps cultivate a positive mindset and reduces negativity. By focusing on the positive aspects of your life, you create a more resilient and fulfilling experience. Consider a case study of someone who consistently practices Stoic principles. They might experience a reduction in stress, an increase in emotion, resilience, and improved relationships. Their perspective shifts from one of constant reactivity to one of proactive engagement. They learn to navigate challenges with greater clarity and purpose. These advanced strategies, combined with consistent practice, offer a powerful path to putting your life in order. By applying Stoic principles, you cultivate inner strength and resilience, empowering you to navigate life's inevitable challenges with greater clarity, composure, and purpose. Numerous studies have shown a strong correlation between stress levels and overall well-being. Chronic stress can lead to a range of negative health outcomes, including cardiovascular problems, weakened immune systems, and mental health issues. Understanding and applying Stoic principles can significantly mitigate these risks. By focusing on what you can control and accepting what you can't, you can reduce the impact of stressors on your emotional and physical health. Research indicates that individuals who practice mindfulness, a core element of Stoicism, experience lower levels of anxiety and depression. By cultivating present moment awareness, you can detach from the anxieties of the past and the uncertainties of the future, fostering a greater sense of calm and control. This, in turn, can lead to improved decision-making and increased resilience. Experts in positive psychology often cite the importance of cultivating a growth mindset. Stoicism aligns perfectly with this concept, emphasizing the importance of learning from mistakes and setbacks. By viewing challenges as opportunities for growth and development, you can build resilience and navigate life's inevitable obstacles with greater confidence. Consider the case of entrepreneurs who frequently face significant challenges. By applying Stoic principles, they can better manage stress, maintain focus, and make sound decisions under pressure. This approach fosters resilience, enabling them to persevere through setbacks and ultimately achieve greater success. Furthermore, studies show that individuals who practice gratitude experience higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Stoicism encourages a focus on appreciating the present moment, including the small joys and blessings in life. This practice can significantly improve overall well-being and foster a more positive outlook. Moreover, Stoicism has been shown to enhance interpersonal relationships. By focusing on virtue and fairness in interactions, you can build stronger, more meaningful connections with others. This approach fosters empathy, understanding, and respect, ultimately leading to more fulfilling and supportive relationships. The real-world implications of understanding and applying Stoic principles are far-reaching. They can improve personal well-being, enhance professional performance, and foster more meaningful relationships. This ancient philosophy offers a practical framework for navigating the complexities of modern life with greater resilience, clarity, and purpose. Now, let's address some lingering questions about putting your life in order using Stoic principles. A common concern is whether Stoicism is about suppressing emotions. Not at all. Stoicism is about understanding and managing your emotional responses. It's about recognizing when you're reacting to something outside your control and choosing a more productive response. Think of it as a skill you develop over time, like learning to ride a bike. You don't eliminate the bumps, you learn to navigate them. Another question often arises: is Stoicism just about accepting everything? No, it's about accepting what you can't control and focusing on what you can. It's about taking responsibility for your actions and responses, not passively accepting everything. It's about being proactive, not passive. Imagine a project at work. You can't control external factors, but you can control your work ethic, your focus, and your reaction to challenges. Some might wonder if Stoicism is too rigid or impractical. Actually, it's surprisingly adaptable. Stoic principles can be applied to daily situations, big and small. From managing stress at work to navigating difficult conversations with loved ones, these principles provide a practical framework for making better choices. Think of it as a toolkit, not a rigid set of rules. One last question: how long does it take to see results? The beauty of Stoicism is that it's a journey, not a destination. You won't see overnight transformations. Small, consistent efforts over time build lasting habits and a more resilient mindset. Think of building a muscle. It takes consistent effort, but the results are worth it. You'll likely notice improvements in your emotional regulation, decision-making, and overall well-being within a few weeks or months of consistent practice. Experts in the field suggest that practicing gratitude and mindfulness, two key components of Stoicism, can significantly impact well-being. Studies show that these practices can lead to a 20% reduction in stress and a 15% increase in overall happiness. Ultimately, putting your life in order through Stoicism is about developing a deeper understanding of yourself and your place in the world. It's about cultivating inner peace, resilience, and a proactive approach to life's challenges. It's about choosing to live a more meaningful and fulfilling existence. The key takeaway? It's about taking action, not just accepting. Let's recap the key takeaways. Stoicism isn't about escaping life's challenges, but about responding to them with greater clarity and resilience. It's about understanding the difference between what you can control and what you can't, and focusing your energy on the former. It's about cultivating virtue, practicing mindfulness, and embracing acceptance. We've explored how Stoic principles can be applied to various aspects of life, from managing stress and difficult conversations to fostering healthier relationships. This isn't about eliminating all challenges, but about equipping yourself with the tools to navigate them with greater composure and purpose. By focusing on what you can control, you free yourself from the anxieties of the uncontrollable. Now, what's the next step? The journey to putting your life in order through Stoicism is a continuous process. Start small. Choose one or two Stoic principles to focus on each week. For example, dedicate time to practicing mindfulness for 5 minutes each day. Journal your thoughts and reactions to events. Reflect on how you can respond more effectively in the future. This consistent practice will build lasting habits and a more resilient mindset. Don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you. The key is consistency and self-reflection. What are your values? How can you align your actions with those values? Use these values as a compass for decision-making. Remember, the journey toward a more ordered and fulfilling life is a marathon, not a sprint. Small, consistent steps will lead to significant progress over time. The benefits of applying Stoic insights are multifaceted. You'll experience a reduction in stress, an increase in emotional resilience, and improved decision-making. You'll find yourself better equipped to handle challenges, build stronger relationships, and live a more meaningful life. You'll also gain a profound sense of self-awareness and control over your own responses. This empowerment translates into a greater sense of purpose and satisfaction. Ready to begin your journey? Share your thoughts, experiences, and questions in the comments below. Let's support each other on this path toward a more fulfilling and ordered life. Let's build a community of individuals committed to living more meaningful lives. Ultimately, putting your life in order through Stoicism is about reclaiming control, not by controlling the world, but by controlling your response to it. It's about understanding that you are the architect of your own happiness and fulfillment. You are not a victim of circumstances. You are the author of your narrative. This journey isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about consistently striving to act virtuously, to make thoughtful choices, and to respond to challenges with resilience and clarity. Embrace the imperfections, learn from your mistakes, and celebrate the small victories along the way. Each day is a new opportunity to practice, to grow, and to live a more intentional life. Remember, the world is constantly changing, but your ability to respond to that change, to choose your reactions, and to maintain a sense of inner peace is within your power. This is the essence of Stoicism, not about escaping life's storms. Think of it like this: you're not changing the weather, but you are changing how you experience it. You're not controlling the external forces, but you are controlling your internal response. This profound power is available to you, waiting to be unlocked. This journey of self-discovery and intentional living is ongoing. Stoicism is a philosophy that invites continuous learning and reflection. Continue exploring related topics, delve deeper into the writings of Stoic philosophers, and connect with others who are on a similar path. Share your experiences, ask questions, and engage in discussions. This journey is best undertaken together. The world is full of opportunities for growth and learning. Embrace them, and remember that the power to shape your own happiness lies within you. Let the principles of Stoicism guide you on this remarkable journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Thank you for watching this far. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to continue receiving the next content. Until the next video.